Hey all! Amanda here with your sneak peek prediction video for our last night of qualifiers for Season 13 of American Ninja Warrior. We still have a ton of names left to run of those who were confirmed, but in this show, always expect a surprise or two. We've been averaging more than 70 runs per episode so far, with only about 40 or so of those making it to air. We currently have 125 athletes head into the semifinals, with another 30 at least joining that list tonight. If 5 women are not in the top 30 leaderboard, the 5 women that make it the furthest the fastest will advance. So, as predicted, we will now have more ninjas in the semifinals than took part in the entire season last year. We have some incredible athletes already on that list, but we have some really exciting names on the docket to run tonight, and they all want their chance to be added to that list. But first, they must make it through the 6-obstacle course. Again, I have no affiliation to the show, nor any advanced knowledge. These are just theories, and are all for fun. We start off as usual with the shrinking steps, where athletes must run up 5 steps, angled on an incline, where the gaps between the steps lengthen as the steps decrease in size. Athletes then jump out to catch a rope and swing it to the landing. Then, returning from last week, is double down. This obstacle consists of 2 serpentine tracks with a handlebar encased. Athletes must thrust the track upwards, locking it into place, before riding the bar down to the bottom. They then must lash to catch a second bar and repeat the task before jumping to the landing. Our final split decision for qualifiers is between log runner, where athletes must run across 5 spinning logs that incline upwards to the landing, or block run, which consists of 6 cubes of various sizes that turn on an axis as ninjas cross. The show said that block run was the safer choice, but I still have my doubts. I also think ninjas are not allowed to grab the landing with their hands and pull themselves from the platform should they fall near the end of log runner, but that's just my theory. I still have a feeling we're going to see a disqualification sometime this season. We will see the return of split decision in the semifinals, but it will be the 9th obstacle of the 10-obstacle course, and the decision will be between an upper body strength and a more difficult version of a balance obstacle. Then, we get another brand new obstacle. At the time of recording, I was unable to find any information on this one, but it's rumored to be called the Tilt-A-Whirl. That's all I know. If we did catch a glimpse of it in a preview, I must have missed it, and the sneak peek run that was offered cut early. Trust me, I looked. I would love to give you my theories on how I think this one is going to work, but I could only imagine. I've ridden a Tilt-A-Whirl when I was young, and I understand how they work in an amusement park, but as for a ninja obstacle, the sky's the limit. One definition I found for a Tilt-A-Whirl was a spinning platform that exposes its riders to unpredictable combinations of tilting, spinning, and horizontal movement. Any fast-paced, unpredictable, and disorienting experience. I have so many ideas, and I'm so excited to see this one in action. Again, if I was a paranoid person, I would think NBC was purposely hiding this one from me, so we would all be blindsided. Maybe they're onto me. My best guess is that it's some kind of variation on spin cycle or the Ferris wheels, where small rings move on a larger wheel that turns, basically like the amusement park ride, only on its side. I see this being an upper body strength challenge, so athletes will have to pull themselves up and across something, probably with the potential of tilting on its axis, and I bet there will be at least one transfer that has to be made. I'm guessing there are at least 2, if not 3 big wheels. It could also be something like Spin Hopper, only with rings that turn, in which you must grab each side simultaneously to keep balance, while moving up a wheel that eventually drops when you reach the top. We shall see. Then, returning from last year, we have sideways. Competitors must swing sideways along 3 tilting boards before rotating 90 degrees to grab a handle on a perpendicular board, which would slide down a short track. Then they must make their way across 3 more boards, similar to the first, before dismounting, by jumping over a rotating wall to the landing platform, which leads to the athlete's final decision of the night. Competitors can either try once to scale an 18-foot concave mega wall, or take 3 attempts at climbing the 14.5-foot warped wall. If a ninja gets the mega wall, they win $10,000. If they miss, they still have 2 attempts to hit the warped wall. This is the last episode this season where the mega wall will be offered. The warped wall becomes the 6th obstacle in the 10-obstacle semifinals course. As I mentioned earlier, we have a ton of names left that were rumored to have been invited that have not yet run. I'm not going to go through them all, and a lot of them may be family members who were confirmed for the special that will be airing at some point, but of course, There are some people I want to mention, and as always, please feel free to leave your thoughts on the show in the comment section below. So, for a little behind the scenes of why it takes me forever to get these videos up, not only are more than half the runs kept from us, but the edits don't usually tend to make sense, and abrupt changes to the show are not explained and left to our imagination. Or maybe they hope we just don't notice. I don't know, but when I saw the names of some of the runners left, I had a very different video in mind. From some of the names I saw left to run, I thought, if we were actually doing themed episodes, that tonight would be all about love in the ninja community. Amongst the list of competitors were Ashley McConville, who I thought made her debut last year, but actually had her first run cut season 11. I liked her instantly last year, and was stoked to see her return. It was also revealed last year that she trained with the Bergstrom ninja family, and was dating fellow ninja Caleb Bergstrom. I was expecting great things from him this season, after he had a stunningly early exit last year, after a hand slip caused him to hit the water. Caleb also debuted season 11, where he and his 8 siblings applied. His sister Caitlin was one of the only few to advance, and was also confirmed to have been invited back this year. It seems a lot of young ninjas in the area tend to train with the Bergstroms, and last year, the show also revealed that Caitlin too was dating a fellow ninja, and I'm almost certain that they said it was Cake ninja David Wright. I could be wrong, and if anyone out there can confirm or correct me, please let me know. I remember thinking they were a cute couple, but so much happens on this show, it gets hard to keep track. I remember thinking David would probably run the same night as friend and teammate from last year, Amir Malik, and was expecting him to do very well this season too. However, while doing research for this sneak peek, it seems all 4 competitors may have been exposed to COVID, and all 4 had to withdraw from competition. This is a stunner. I'm literally finding this out the day of airing. Again, I have no insider information, so this could be wrong, but I am getting this from a fairly reliable source, so I'm very interested to see if they do end up showing, or if their absence is acknowledged. If any of them do show, and this information is wrong, I could see Ashley getting in the top 5 women's board, and David hitting a buzzer. I would not be surprised to see Caleb hit a buzzer, but I'm not sure Caitlin would make the cut. These athletes will definitely be missed. And speaking of love and family, the list of ninjas confirmed to have been invited include a lot of family members of ninjas, and I assume they will be for the special. Like Sandy Zimmerman, who already ran and is advancing to the semifinals. I see her husband Charlie was invited to compete, and has already made his debut season 10, as well as son Brett, who competed in the juniors version of the show. I'm not sure either will run in the regular season, but this may be a team to watch in the special. Cafeteria worker Amanda Odell returns for her second season after debuting season 11, and husband George Odell returns for his second season after debuting season 10. George went out on the second obstacle his rookie year, where Amanda made it to city finals by landing in the top 30 leaderboard, the only woman to do so that episode. I'm not sure if one, both, or neither will run the normal season, but I see a Trey Odell is also on the list, and I will assume it's their son. All 3 may only be competing on the family special, but I remember Amanda being good and could see her making the women's board. I do not remember George. Caleb Bauer made his debut season 11, where his qualifying run was cut, but he was able to advance to the city finals, and then made it to stage 1 in Vegas, where that run was cut. He looks like a younger ninja, but seems like he has the potential. I would like to see his run, and I bet he's even better now. Hannah and Josh Auer were also invited. Maybe his parents? Another ninja I'm very excited to see run is motivational speaker and Parkinson's advocate Jimmy Chow. Jimmy returns for his 5th season after considering retirement season 11. Michael Torres recruited him to return last year, and now, using a new stimulation device that eases his pain, he's back and ready to compete. He is confirmed to be participating in the family special with daughter Karina Cho and niece Minake Yu. I hope he returns in the normal season and that he does well. I will always cheer for him. Michael Torres also invited Kyle Schultz to compete last year, and Kyle should be running tonight. A deaf grocery store worker, Kyle always livens up the audience when he runs. These 3 may have been one of the most likable teams from last year, and I hope he does well tonight. I could see him being digested though. And because not all family are human, Rue Yori returns for his 6th season. Rue and wife Clara are founders of the Wallace the Pitbull Foundation, an organization that helps improve the lives of stray dogs. Again, another ninja I will always cheer for. I hope he does well, and I can see him making the top 30, even if he does not hit a buzzer. I could also see his run getting digested. We also have some strong female competitors I hope to see tonight, including Taylor Iman, who participated in Team Ninja Warrior College Madness before making her debut season 11, where she made it all the way to stage 1 in Vegas. I can see her making the top 5 amongst the women, if not making it to the leaderboards. And Sophia Oster returns for her 4th season. I thought she was a rookie last year when she was invited by Kitawati, and actually thought they would make a really cute couple. Apparently, she made her debut at 19 season 10. She was disqualified season 11 after using her hands to get to the platform on Spinning Bridge, and had that not happened, she would have advanced in the women's top 5. She looked like a really fun athlete to watch, and I could see her advancing tonight on the women's board at least. Rachel Goldstein is an occupational therapist who competed in 4 seasons and was invited back this year, but backed out due to personal family business. She had to withdraw last year after she broke her thumb and missed the year before as she was pregnant. She was one of the Fantastic Four season 8. I hope everything's okay and that we see her back next year. Cameron Baumgartner returns for his 3rd season, and I'm looking forward to seeing his run. He made his debut season 11, where he took the 3rd fastest time of the night, but then got disqualified in the city finals after touching the support ropes on Spinning Bridge. Last year, he was on his way to completing the semifinals when his foot caught the rotating wall and caused him to get pulled backwards into the water. I bet he's looking for a redemption tonight and expect him to be aiming for a buzzer. And the classy ninja Donovan Matoya returns for his 6th season. I remember thinking he was a rookie last year, not having remembered any of his previous runs. I'm not sure why I don't remember him from past years, because his runs really made an impression on me last year. I'm not usually one for gimmicks on the course, but I do like that he runs in full suits, and his 360 spin up the warped wall was a stunning image to watch. I expect him to hit a buzzer tonight, and can see him going to Vegas. Leif Semberg returns for his 4th season, and the Swedish Ninja was this week's sneak peek run. I won't comment on this one, but I think there's going to be a really interesting twist on split decision. If I didn't already know we'd be seeing his run in full, I would have predicted his run would have been digested. Kyle Soderman returns for his 2nd season, but will be one to watch. Kyle beat top ninjas like Ethan Swanson and Adam Rail in Ninja vs. Ninja and made it to the city finals his rookie year season 11. He had been invited back last year before modifications had to be made. I could see him hitting a buzzer, but could also see his run getting digested. Kyle trains with Ninja gym manager Hunter Gerard, who will be running for his 4th season. Hunter made it to stage 1 in Vegas each of those 3 years, and even made it to stage 2 season 10. I see him hitting a buzzer tonight as well, and I'm hoping his run does not get digested. Tyler Yamauchi returns for his 6th year, where he made it to Vegas 3 of those previous 5 seasons. He's a physical therapist who I will be cheering for tonight. I can see him getting in the top 30, even if he does not hit a buzzer. I could also see his run getting digested. And another veteran physical therapist, Michael Slindsey, returns for his 8th season. Michael made his debut season 4 and made it to Vegas 4 of those 7 times. I remember the name, but it seems like a lot of his past year runs have been cut. I'll assume he can make the top 30, and I hope I get to see his run, as I cannot remember many details of this ninja, especially considering how long he's been around. And speaking of veterans to the show, Captain NBC returns for his 11th season. Jamie Run is a ninja coach and always brings fun to the course. Known for his fluorescent green hair and red and blue costume, Jamie is a top competitor who I predict will be hitting a buzzer tonight and eventually make it to Vegas. I could also see him in a Power Tower showdown during the semifinals, where he could earn himself a safety pass. Michael Torres just met the age requirement of 21, Season 8, where he made his debut, and has competed every year since. Michael has made it to Vegas every year except one, and was the only athlete who did not redeem his safety pass Season 11. Michael seems to get better each season, and I can see him being another top contender this year. I predict he hits a buzzer tonight, runs a Power Tower in the semifinals, and makes it to Vegas. I will be very upset if his run gets digested. His promise to win last year's Power Tower, to enable him to take his fallen teammates with him to the semifinals, was so heartwarming, it would be hard for anyone not to like this young ninja. The big cat Karsten Williams returns for his 9th season, and I expect big things from him this year. He shockingly did not advance to the semifinals last year, and I'm guessing he wants redemption. He made it to Vegas 6 of the 8 years he's competed, and I can see him returning again this season. At 6'1", I think he has to try the Mega Wall, and I could see him making it, if he does attempt it. Chris DeGangi returns for his 9th season and is one half of a Ninja Golden couple with Jesse Flex Lebrecht. In my opinion, Chris has gotten so much better since teaming up with Lebrecht, making it to Vegas the last 3 regular seasons when he had previously missed out the 3 years prior to that. Lebrecht seems to push him to new heights, and they tend to make it as far as the other during their runs. I think he can hit a buzzer tonight, and I hope he can make it to Vegas. As for Jesse Lebrecht, she returns for her 6th season, and if any other woman is going to hit a buzzer this season, I can see it being her. She has proven she has the strength and the skill to overcome any obstacle, and was one of the Fantastic Four Season 8 the year she debuted. She was the first woman to qualify as a rookie too. Jessie was runner-up to winner Megan Martin in last year's first ever Women's Championship competition, and is the only woman so far to have ever run a power tower in a normal season. I would love to see her make it to Vegas again. And for my pick of run of the night is my favorite ninja, Flip Rodriguez. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I've not been able to shake this feeling that this is going to be Flip's year. I always want him to do well, but considering some of the huge names we've already seen run, plus the fact that I've been seeing him featured in ninja-related articles, I really hope I'm not setting myself up for disappointment, but I know he can now scale a 23-foot warped wall, and we all know he's fast enough to take a top time. I can just see him being the last run of the night, winning the $10,000, and still being in the top 5. All I know is, if his run gets digested, there better not be anything near me that I can throw at the TV. I've seen his runs get digested so many times in the past, and it always upsets me. I really have high hopes for Flip this year, maybe even more so than other years, and I always want him to take it all. Again, there are many more ninjas that were confirmed to have been invited, but the only way to know for sure who will run is by watching the show. So make sure to tune in every Monday night on NBC, because you don't want to miss a second of the action. Check local listings for times. Please feel free to leave your comments on anything ninja related you want to discuss, whether it be how the tilt-a-whirl may work, or who you think may try the Mega Wall tonight, and of course, who you will be cheering for this season to take it all. And remember to come back shortly after the episode airs for a full recap and more theories as we head into the semifinals. And until then, enjoy the show!